Irregular verbs. Irregular verbs have different forms for the past tense. Irregular verbs have different form for the past tense and past participle. There are about 260 irregular verbs in it. Past forms of irregular verbs do not end in ed or d. Past form of regular verbs end in ed or d. In previous lesson, we learned it. Past forms and past participle form of irregular verbs end in ed or d. Here, past forms of irregular verbs do not end in ed or d. With some irregular verbs, past tense and the past participle are different. With some irregular verbs, past tense and past participle are different. But with the regular verbs, past tense and the past participle are the same. With some irregular verbs, present tense, base form of the verb, and past tense and past participle are the same. With these verbs, base form and past tense and past participle are the same. Base form, past tense and past participle. Here cut, cut, cut. Cost, cost, cost. Shut, shut, shut. Let, let, let. Put, put, put. Hit, hit, hit. Hurt, hurt, hurt. Burst, burst, burst. Spread, spread, spread. Forecast, forecast, forecast. Set, set, set. Quit, quit, quit. Yes. With these verbs, base form and past tense and past participle are the same. Present tense, that means base form of the verb, and past tense of the verb, past participle of the verb. Same. With these verbs, base form of the verb, past tense and past participle are the same. With these verbs, past tense of these verbs are formed by adding OUTHT and AUTHT. Yes, now look at these examples. Here, buy, then we add OUTHT. Bought, bought. With these verbs, past tense and past participles are the same. Past tense and the past participle are the same. This is the base form. These verbs end with OUTHT. OUTHT. Buy, bought, bought. Seek, sought, sought. Think, thought, thought. Bring, brought, brought. Fight, fought, fought. Ending letters are OUTHT. 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 Past tense and past participle are the same. With these verbs, here, teach. These verbs, past tense, past form of this verb are formed by adding AUTHT. Here, teach, taught. T-A-U-G-H-T, taught. Teach, taught, taught. Catch, caught, caught. Teach, taught, taught. Catch, caught, caught. Any letters are A-U-G-H-T. A-U-G-H-T. With this verb, these verbs, past tense of these verbs are formed by adding T to the end of the base form. Here we have to remove D and add T. Here send, we have to remove D, then add T. Send, sent, sent. Lend, lent, lent. Build, build, built. Spent, spent, spent. Replace a D with T. Sent, sent, sent. Lend, lent, lent. Build, built, built. Spent, spent, spent. With these verbs, past form of these verbs are formed by adding T. Adding T. These are the base form of these verbs. Here, then we have to add T to make the past tense and past participle. In this occasion, is a past tense and past participle of these verbs are the same. Burn, then we add T. Burn, we add T, then burnt. Burnt. Past tense and past participle are the same. Burn, we add T, burn, burnt, burnt. Smell, smelt, smelt. Dream, dreamed, dreamed. Mean, meant, meant. Learn, learned, learned. We add T to the end of the base form. These following verbs have two past tense, two forms of past tenses and past participle. Burn. In this first pattern, we can add T. So here we can add ed. That means we can make these verbs as regular verbs in that ed. So both these two methods are correct. These are special verbs these verbs burn, smell, learn, dream. These kinds of verbs have two past tenses. These two methods are correct. In this occasion, we add T and then convert to the past tense. And here we can add ed to convert the past form of this verb. In this occasion is also the same past tense and past form of these verbs. Past forms and past participles forms are the same with these verbs. Burn, burnt, burnt. Smell, smelled, smelt. Dream, dreamed, dreamed. Mean, meant, meant. Learn, learned, learned. Burn, we can add ed also. Burn, burnt, burnt. Smell, smelled, smelled. Learn, learned, learned. Dream, dreamed, dreamed. Both methods are correct. With these verbs, because these verbs are special. In here, we have to replace E and add T. We have to replace one E and add T. Here, base form, past tense and past participle. So, past form of these verbs are formed by adding T. Yes, now here, keep. Here, double E. So, we have to remove one E. Then, we have to add T. Remove one E. Then, K-E-P. Then, add T. Kept. Keep, kept, kept. Sleep, slept, slept. Meet, met, met. Feel, felt, felt. Here is a special. So, ending letter is E. We replace E with T. We have to remove E and we have to add T. We remove E, then add T. Lost, lost, lost. These two verbs are rhyming with each other. Tell, sell. Tell, sell. So, past tense and participle form of these verbs are formed by in the same manner. Tell, told, told. Sell, sold, sold. Tell, told, told. Sell, sold, sold. Tell, told, told. Sell, sold, sold. Past tense and past participles of these two verbs are the same. And there are some verbs that past forms of these verbs are formed by adding OOD to the end of the base base form of the verb. Here, replace and with OOD, double OD. Here, the verb example there are some examples. Stand. Here, last letter and, A-N-D. So, we have to replace and. Stand and. We have to replace and we have to add double OD to convert past tense and past form of these verbs. Replace and with OOD. Replace and with OOD. Stand, stood, stood. Understand, understood, understood. Stand, stood, stood. Understand, understood, understood. Yes, here, pay, paid, paid. Make, made, made. These are also the irregular verbs, and past forms and past participles are the same. Find, found, found. Have, had, had. Hear, heard, heard. Hold, held, held. Read, read, read. Read, read. We have to pronunciate these three past forms and past participles as read. This must be the spelling must be the R-E-A-D, but we have to pronunciate it as read. Read, read, read. Read, read, read. Is same. Say, said. We have to pronunciate S-E-D, said. Said, said. Then with some irregular verbs, past tense and the past participle are different. In previous occasion, we saw with most irregular verbs, past tense and the past participle are the same. Yes, with some irregular verbs, past tense and the past participle are different some occasions. Yes, now look at this. Yes, here this one is a special verb. Here, beat, beat, beaten, beaten, beat, beat, beaten. So here, base form of the verb and the past tense of the verb are the same. Base form and the past form are the same. And past participle form is formed by adding en to the base form. Adding en. Yes, beat, beaten. Here, bite, bit, bitten. Additional T is here. Bite, bit, bitten. Hide, hid, hidden. Hide, hid, hidden. Hidden. Beaten, bitten. Hidden. Here, base form and the past participle form of the verb are the same. Past form is different. Past form of these verbs are different. Then base form and the past participle are the same with these verbs. Here, come, came, come. Become, became, become. Run, ran, run. Here, base form, come, past participle, come. Become, become. Run, run. So, with these verbs, present base form of the verbs and the past participle form of the verbs are the same. Look at these verbs. Begin, began, begun. Base form and the past tense and past participle forms are different. Here base form with I, then one vowel here, then a. Yes, different. Three forms are formed by different ways. Begin, began, begun. Begin, began, begun. Drink, drank, drunk. Swim, swam, swam. Ring, ran, run. Sing, sang, sung. Run, ran, run. Yes, up to these verbs, base form and past participles of these verbs are formed by different methods. Again, begin, began, begun, drink, drank, run. Swim, swam, swam. Ring, ran, run. Sing, sang, sung. Here, past simple and past simple and past participle are different. So here, break, broke, broken, choose, chose, chosen, speak, spoke, spoken, steal, stole, stolen, wake, walk, woken. Here, with these verbs, we have to add n to the past form of these verbs. Here broke, we have to add in. Broken. Toss, chosen, chosen, choose, chosen, choose, chosen. We can pronunciate it as chosen and chosen. Chose, chose, chosen. Spoke, spoken. Past tense, past participles, past participle form of these verbs are formed by adding in to the past tense of these verbs. Broke, we can add in. Broken, chose, chosen. Spoke, spoken. Stole, stolen. Walk, walked. Here, drive, drove, driven. Ride, rode, ridden. These three forms are different. Rise, rose, risen. Write, wrote, written. Give, gave, given. Just now look at these verbs. Here, base form drive. Then we can add in. Then we obtain past participle. Drive plus in. Drive, driven. Drive, driven. Write, D has doubled. Ridden, double and in. Rise, risen, then risen, risen, risen. Write, then T is also double. Written, give, we can add in. Given, give, given. Write, wrote, written. Again, drive, driven. Ride, ridden. Rise, risen, risen. Write, written. Give, given. With these verbs, also three forms are different. Eat, very different. Eat, ate, eaten. But look at this verb. Look at these verbs. Yes, now here base form. Yes, we can add in to the base form to obtain past participle form. Eat, eaten. Fall, fallen. En. We can add en. Forget, forgot. Give, given. See, seen. Here n. Yes, en. See. Take, taken, because there is e. So in such occasion we can add only n. Okay. Eat, eat, eaten. Fall, fallen. Forget, forgot. Give, given. See, seen. Take, taken. Again, eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Forget, forgot, forgot. Give, gave, given. See, saw, seen. Take, took, taken. These three forms of these verbs are different, but there are some connections between base form and past participle. Past tense are very different. Past tense is very different from other two forms. Yes, here there are some kinds of verbs. They are blow, blew, blow, blew, blown. Grow, grew, grown. Know, knew, known. Throw, threw, thrown. Fly, flew, flown. Draw, drew, drawn. Show, showed, shown. In this occasion, with these verbs, this is the base form, and we can obtain past participle form of these verbs by adding n to the end of the base form. Blow, blown, grow, grown, gnaw, gnawn, throw, thrown, fly, flown. It is different. So, draw, drawn, show, show,